am beside myself with super, super excitement. Now, I've been talking about it all morning long because I have loved these two ladies from afar. One of them I actually spoke to on the phone a couple of times. She doesn't remember at all. But maybe if I say, we're not even going to talk about faces, yours is cracked and on the ground. Yes, we talked about that before, and that was our first introduction, my first introduction to Miss Cassi Davis.
Cassi!
From School Days. And to her left is the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful woman on Haves and Have-Nots. But she is definitely the most fierce, the craziest. I don't call her crazy. I call her cray-V because she is Veronica with the crazy cray-cray. Please welcome to the room Angela Robinson, who's looking beautiful today. I almost wore that blouse. Yes.
So that means
but you look so much better in it. You really, really do.
Shayla. We have to
How
be
are you, ladies? Doing good?
I'm excited to be in New York. She's a New Yorker.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
we have adopted her for sure.
Yes.
Yes, you've been here how long?
Forever.
Right. First, before we even start, I want to say, I know because you're in her network family. So I know you all had to be moved by Oprah's speech like everyone was at the Golden Globes. Please share with us what you were going through at that time when she was speaking.
I was totally in the moment, and I was totally in awe and proud of her, proud of what she was saying, proud that she used that moment to stand up for so many women and their bravery. I was just so proud of her, and I was really proud that I work on her network.
Right.
I felt like that's my boss.
That's right.
I think I tweeted that. That's my boss. But when I say I was in the moment, I was like, I think in life we tend to go so far beyond the moment. And now all of a sudden, Oprah for president. And I think that's great too.
Right.
But that moment was amazing and valid and valuable.
Right.
And I think we also need to just relish that moment.
In that
and
moment,
the words that
right.
she said. Yeah.
Yeah. What was it like when you met her for the first time?
I met her for the first time in 2005. I was doing The Color Purple on Broadway, the original company.
Shug, right?
Shug,
You were
yes,
Shug, yeah.
yes. But at that particular time, we were in rehearsal in the originating company. I was the understudy first. And so we get this job, Broadway show. It's my third Broadway show, and two before had closed the week after it opened.
Okay.
So I was kind of bitter and kind of jaded, and everybody was like, "We'll proud win." I'd be like, "Yeah, girl, it'll close the week after it opened." I was just kind of, I was like, "Yeah, don't get too excited," But I don't know. I guess I had my share. So we're rehearsing and doing the work, and doing the work is always wonderful. And the producer comes in and say, we want to introduce you to our new producer. And we're like in sweats and sweaty and everything. And then a camera crew comes in, and I was like, you're supposed to tell people when the camera crew comes in. So we were like, what is happening here? And then in walks Oprah. And we're like, Oprah Winfrey is our producer? So I'm walking around with egg on my face. I'm like, don't forget what I said, honey. This thing gonna run. We're gonna be around a long time.
Wow.
But yeah, and then, she was around the show a lot. And I like Cassi, didn't really, because I was an understudy then, I really didn't get to
talk to her.
Hey,
Yeah,
Oprah.
right,
I really didn't get
right.
to talk to her like that. But I will say, and I think Cassi can attest to it too, I will say that just being in her presence,
Yeah.
even if you don't have that
Yep.
one-on-one moment. Just being in her presence is inspiring in its own way.
Well, it is inspiring for me to be sitting here talking to you for as much as I've talked about you. It's so good to be in your presence. Angela, I have had many nights arguing with one of my friends about how crazy. She's team Veronica. And there are times that I'm just saying, would they just kill her already? She just has, you have definitely gone. I know when you read that script, you have got to say, really, I got to do this? Or are you okay with it?
I have made peace with it. In the beginning, I was like, what? What am I doing? And, I have such amazing trust in Tyler Perry.
Oh, my gosh.
And so that's where my peace comes from, because I'm telling you, every season I would say, oh, people are going to shoot me on the street. Like this, I won't be able to even. And Tyler would say to me, they're going to love this. And I go, there's no way anybody's going to love this.
How much team Veronica.
And yes, and so I go, he knows, and I just trust him so much. And I'm always in awe of his mind, how he comes up with these things. And so, probably around season 2, I started to embrace it. Season 1, I wanted to play evil. I wanted that because I felt like the world needed to see what homophobia really looked like and not glitter it up and sugarcoat it. I really wanted to be honest about that. But then when it came into killing people and raping people and all that, I didn't know we were going to be doing all that. But I just love his mind, and I love that people go with it. But I was also a huge soap fan myself.
You could write the next episode, the one that will air tonight. If you could write it,
yes,
how would you have it play out?
I would live. If I could write it.
No, are you saying you die?
Well, I'm just here to support my network and I pray that we can figure that out.
No,
but I would live, and if I lived, I would have a moment of clarity with my son. I don't mind being, yes, let's bring on the evil with everybody else, but I think with my son, I would love to have a moment of, this is why I feel so strongly about whatever it is, but I love you anyway. That's not going to happen, but I'm just letting you know.
I'm going to die right now. Oh, my goodness. But Cassie, you've gone a long way back with Tyler. Like I said, we were introduced to you through School Days. But what was that first meeting like with Tyler?
OMG.
What?
I was in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, doing a play, and Mr. Perry came to the play, and he had already had a career with Medea, and I was not having a good run with the show that I was doing, so I was just like burnt out, and I was just done with plays, and then this big, tall gentleman comes in, and I hear him say, I want to talk to the telephone lady. And I was just like, look, I don't want to talk to anybody. Please, what does he want to talk to me about? And so everybody was saying, Tyler Perry is here. Tyler Perry is here. I was like, who is Tyler Perry? And so he came in, he said, hi, what's your name? I was like, what is your name? He said, I'm Tyler Perry. I said, I'm Cassi Davis. He said, where do you live? I was like, where do you live? He said, I live in Atlanta. I said, well, I live in L.A. He said, you live in L.A. and you're not on a TV show? I said, you live in Atlanta and you're not on a TV show? Who is this? Why is he talking to me? Oh. And he said, I do plays, and I'd like for you to be a part of one of my plays. I said, what kind of play? I'm really kind of burnt out with plays right now. This one didn't go very well, and I was only in the play for like 10 minutes, and I was doing a favor for someone. And he said, well, I play this old woman. And I said, a drag show? No, I'm good. Thank you. No, my dad is not going to go for that, but thank you anyway. He was like, no, it's not a drag show. And then for 2.5 years, Mr. Perry pursued me.
No way.
Called me. He would send me DVDs. I didn't have a DVD player, and so I sent all the DVDs back, and I sent him a note, said, do you have any VHSs? And
VHSs?
And he said no. But one of my preacher friends said, "Hey, fool, you about to miss God." And I called Tyler up after this 2-year
pursuit
span of pursuit, and I started working with him in 2004, December of 2004, and I've been with him ever since. And it's just.
And what play was that? Was that a play?
Medea Goes to Jail.
Okay.
Yes. Medea Goes to Jail. And it's just been golden ever since. Really, it is.
And we've loved Aunt Bam. We can't let go of Aunt Bam.
Love Aunt
I don't know
Bam.
what happened to Aunt Bam's place, but we're gonna put that aside maybe for a future date.
What do you mean? What happened to it?
Where's Aunt Bam's place?
Did it already?
No, but is it not going to be continued? Or are we not going to get like Aunt Bam's
Like a play
or something?
or a TV show of it?
Well,
Okay. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's tweet it out.
We need a TV. We need a show. Aunt
Right.
Bam's Place.
Aunt
It
Bam
needs to be a
needs-
series.
Aunt Bam
Yes.
needs
A
series.
sitcom.
Oh
We
my
need to
God.
make that. Hi,
Let's tell the
Miss President Oprah. We need a show. Aunt Bam's
Lady
Place.
O.
Can Veronica be her lawyer? We need a.
She gonna need a lawyer.
Yeah, she's going to need a lawyer for sure. But you do have your spinoff that's going to air January 16th, and I know you're super excited. Are you all going to pick up where House of Pain left off, or we just starting fresh and anew?
We're starting fresh and new.
Okay.
I think the family is going to visit. I don't want to give it away, but the transition is really, really, really a wonderful transition. We moved from Atlanta to Florida, and so everybody is present on the first couple of episodes, and then we have our new cast that is just brilliant.
Yeah, I saw.
I've heard that the subject matter is heavy, but good, and it's funny. LeVan is there, so it's
And
fun.
I wish you two
Jack
would just
K.
go
Harry
ahead
is
and
there.
get married because everybody think y'all married anyway. You, Cassie Davis, he's LeVan Davis. Can you just, or is he married?
You know
already?
what?
Is he? No.
Tomorrow, Wednesday, is my first year anniversary with
Oh.
my high school sweetheart.
Oh,
so
no.
I'm already taken.
Sorry, LeVan.
She
That's what I
married.
said.
Sorry,
I'm married
LeVan.
now. Yes.
Congratulations. Is that tomorrow, you said?
Oh, yes. Well, we got married on the 11th of January, but it's 52 Wednesdays tomorrow.
Wow, congratulations.
I'm excited.
What a blessing.
Yes,
wow.
so I'm Cassie Davis Patton, thank you.
Excuse me.
Yes, honey.
Cassie Davis Patton.
And I love my husband. Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi,
Sorry, Carrie. You missed out,
Oh, but
brother.
LeVan is he's going to make someone a wonderful husband.
Yeah.
He really is a jewel,
Yeah.
In real life, he's Ella, and I'm Curtis. But because he's just so gentle. and
Right.
I'm just so forceful. And, but he's a jewel.
Well, you know what? I want to thank you ladies for being such wonderful models, although crazy sometimes. But, such wonderful role models for us to see. And I think that is why Oprah decided to embrace the Pains, because of what you've done on the House of Pain. So it only makes sense for you to take this legacy and move it on over to a huge, grander stage. And
blessing.
I'm
Just
so
to be
glad to
among
be a
these-
part of it.
These fabulous women and people. Even the staff that's been working with us, just since we've been here, they're just top notch. I mean, it looks like Tyler Perry Studios all over again. So I'm excited just to be a part of it.
All right. And that's January 16th. Tonight.
Tonight.
Have and have nots.
Yes.
9 o'clock, we're going to have a very special viewing at a very special location. But you can definitely join these ladies on OWN. Make it your point to do that tonight with the have and have nots. Anything else you want to say to your hometown?
My hometown, Jacksonville, Florida, or my home where I live?
The one that
Yes.
we adopted you here, Angela.
I know I've been here for 20-some years.
I know. This is
New
home now.
York! I love it. And I love that they're here hanging out in my hometown because we film in Atlanta, so I get to go to their neck of the woods. And so I'm just happy that they're here and that the cold snap has ended for a minute. But hometown, I love you. New York is my heart.
That's right.
So thank you, everybody who tunes in to Haves and Have-Nots. Tonight at 9 o'clock, continue to tune in, whether Veronica is there or not. Tune in anyway. Because I tell you, it's going to be an amazing, amazing ride. It will be. New York.
You just killed
Concrete
me.
jungle where dreams are made of.
Uh-oh.
Nothing you can do. Now we're in New.
You know what? If you could play anybody, who would you play? And who would you bring to life in your biopic?
Somebody that's already living?
Anybody. If you could be in someone's biopic, if you could bring them to life
Nancy
on
Wilson.
screen. Really? You would want to
I
play
think
Nancy
she is
Wilson.
one of the most amazing singers that ever lived, and I don't think we tell her story
Enough.
enough.
What about
would
you, Cassie?
Live
Oh
to
my
play her.
goodness.
Who would you bring to the big screen?
I knew you were going to ask me. You know what? I probably, it would be, it's a crazy difference. It would be either Lucille Ball or Mahalia Jackson.
Really? That's an interesting difference.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know it. Yeah.
I see a show with that, just a one-woman
I just
show.
think they are.
I'm telling you, Aunt Bam can do it all.
Oh,
You can do it all. Hey, let's talk to Auntie O and see, if she can make that happen. First, one spinoff at a time. Let's get through the page. And then,
I'm excited.
And then Lucille Ball and Mahalia.
and we got to get Aunt Bam a lawyer.
Lucille.
Yes.
Lucille. Malusi.
Malusi. All right, so we're going to wrap this up with a song. Both of you, everybody that comes in this room has to give me a song from the soundtrack of their life. What song, R&B song, really takes you back maybe to that time when you were, grinding on the come up? And every time you hear it, it reminds you of that time that you were climbing and reminds you of how hard it might have been to get here, but now it was so, so worth it. Look at this. Look at the do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Jeopardy up in here.
R&B.
Yes.
Oh, it has to be R&B.
Yeah, a classic.
A classic.
Oh my God, it's so much. Looking back on when I was a little nappy-headed girl.
I
And
wish.
my only worry, what for Christmas, what would be my toy?
Now that takes you back to where?
Oh, Mississippi. And when I grew up, I really want to say LTD. I see albums and I see Al Green and I mean, it's just so many things that would be my music to my life. It's just so much. The whole life is a dream.
Right.
My life is a dream.
Yeah.
This is the dream of my life, really.
Amen.
And you?
First I was afraid. I was petrified.
There you go, girl.
Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, but I grew strong. And I learned how to get along
And
I'll
now
survive.
you're back.
from outer space. But the reason why that's so, the reason why that one came to me was show business, being an artist, was something that scared me to death.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say scared me to death, I believe that words have meaning, and I literally mean that. I would lose a little bit of myself every time I would think about pursuing it.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody around me also, they were scared. So they kind of, well, you could do it right here in Florida, and you don't have to go to New York City, And so I didn't have that push, go, do it, go, follow your dream. I didn't have that kind of push. Mm-hmm. And so literally God in me and the pursuit of purpose had to rise up in me to do it. Mm. And so I was always afraid. I was always doing it afraid. I was always, every move I made it afraid. Right. And every time I thought I could do something else, I'm going to teach. And I would teach for a while, and someone would say something about a show, and it'd be, and now you're back from outer space. But it would just not let me go. Mm-hmm. And so moving here was just a move of faith, a jump of faith. I knew no one from home supported it. I just sort of came on a whim and said, I'm going to be on Broadway.
That's right.
It's something I want to do, but I did it all scared. So surviving those moments really is very special to me. And I still am scared about many things, but surviving those moments sort of taught me that fear isn't a stopping point.
There you go.
Moving through the fear is
And I think what you've just done too, you've spoken into the spirits of many people right now who are at that point where nobody's supporting them. They've got a dream, they want to do it. So you might have just given them the push today that they need.
I hope so.
Thank you for all that you've done for us viewers and for all you've done for us today and speaking to all of our spirits. Thank you. Angela Robinson, Cassi Davis Patton,
Shayla Scott. Thank you for having us.
Thank you,
for being here. I appreciate you. Really, really do. Oh.
Thank you.